Hello and welcome to the Jank Bank. I'm your host Brad, and today we are going to talk about Brawl. What is it, where did it come from, and why should you care about it? So let's start with what is Brawl. For those familiar with Commander, Brawl follows the same rules with just a few tweaks. Your life total is going to be 25 as opposed to 40 in Commander. Your deck size is 60 as opposed to 100 in Commander. Planeswalkers may be your commander. Hello, cat. Hello. I will feed you soon. Can I finish recording? Alright, where was I? Planeswalkers can be your commander. Your card pool rotates with standard, so it's anything that's legal in standard. There is a historic, or also known as friendly Brawl. We're not going to get into that today, but there is a variant of it on Arena. And then there's also no commander damage rule. You are very disruptive to the video making process, my friend. There is also no commander damage rule in this format. So, where did Brawl come from? Brawl was announced on March 22nd, 2018, during the Dominaria spoiler season. Despite Wizards' best effort, the format never garnered a whole lot of interest. Myself, personally, I remember trying a game, and we did this was the Ixalan tribes, I believe. It was the dinosaurs, vampires, pirates, and what was the other? Merfolk. We did that one. It was fun, but we literally just played that one game. And that was kind of how it went for a lot of people. The format never really garnered much interest from standard players who were, kind of chasing that competitive dream, or commander players who already had a format that was eternal and they didn't have to worry about cards rotating out and any of those things or new rules. For the few players who did take up the format, they were met with problems like Brawl Chief of Compliance, which just dominated Brawl games from the time the format was started. It was absolutely awful. If I'm not mistaken, the first banned card in Brawl was Brawl, ironically. Between all of those factors, for all intents and purposes, Brawl was dead. But then it wasn't. Cut to July 22nd, 2019. Magic's newest set, Throne of Eldraine, is announced, and with it comes 4 Brawl pre-con decks, as well as the announcement of Brawl being added to MTG Arena. The pre-con decks would go on to become a massive success, although not for the Brawl format itself, but instead for a new mana rock by the name of Arcane Signet. Meant to give Brawl players a solid mana rock, this card was an instant staple in Commander, and these decks flew from shelves. Paper Brawl was dead again. But what about Arena? Without Commander, Brawl was the closest thing Arena players could get to that experience. However, this too was marred with controversy. For some inexplicable reason, Brawl was only playable on Wednesdays. In response to this, players began finding games through player-to-player challenges, which were organized typically on various Discord servers. There were a few websites that were brought up. Though a working solution, this wasn't exactly perfect, and the effort just seemed unnecessary. Why couldn't we just play what we wanted to play? WotC heard the complaints about this loud and clear, and came up with an amazing solution. On December 10th, 2019, Wizards announced Brawl-A-Days. This was an event ranging from December 12th, 2019 to January 16th, 2020, in which players could play Brawl as much as they want, and even included a Brawl legal copy of Reese the Redeemed. It was everything Brawl players had been asking for. With a price tag of 2,000 gems, $10 to play Brawl? It was an outrage, and it continued as the months went on. The format seemed doomed. However, with the onset of the virus and people all over the world social distancing, Wizards finally decided to throw us a bone, and this event was made free. And it was recently announced that WotC is doing away with the event altogether, and we can now play Brawl whenever we want. So now that we've been through what Brawl is and sort of a brief history on Brawl, why should you care about it? Arena is definitely built around Standard, and now Historic's kind of built a following. Why exactly should you care about Brawl? Well, Brawl is a singleton format. By nature, this makes it less competitive and more diverse overall. There are a lot of choices for commanders, there's a limited card pool, there's a lot of opportunity for creativity there. Like any format, there are always going to be problem cards. We do have a ban list in Brawl. Oko was a problem there, just like it was in Standard. We've seen a healthy amount of bans as time has gone on, but in general, Brawl is a bastion for fun and creativity. A Brawl deck will also generally require fewer wildcards than a competitive Standard deck. And it's much easier to complete entire sets when you only need a single copy of each card. This part is becoming increasingly more relevant as time goes on. If you look at WotC's schedule for this year on Arena, we've just had M21 release. Jumpstart comes out next month, then a Moncat Remastered, then Zendikar Rising. Back to back to back to back. If you are a free-to-play player, you're going to have a real hard time keeping up with that. So Brawl is a way you can still enjoy a format, you can still enjoy the game within that capacity. I mean, are you always going to have the wild cards you need for everything in Brawl? No, it's not a perfect solution, but it's a lot easier than, a new player starting out in Standard, and it's like, okay, welcome to Standard. You need 40 wild cards worth of lands before you can really do anything. Lastly, Brawl matches count as progress towards your daily quests, as well as your daily and weekly wins. So it's a great way to get in there, get your stuff done, get your gold for the week, keep working up your season pass, things like that. It's fun. If you're a Commander player, it scratches that itch. It's not perfect, but it scratches that itch. And that's going to do it for today. Hopefully this helped you guys out. If not, some of the newer players coming in, hopefully this will help you guys out. I wanted a video out on YouTube that just explained what Brawl is in a kind of an orderly fashion, I guess you could say. And we will definitely do more in-depth videos on things like deck building and more on the rules of Brawl, because if you're not already like an established Commander player or don't know how to play Commander, that can be very confusing when it comes to things like color identity, hybrid mana, things like that. So we can definitely do a deep dive into that at a later time. But I just wanted to give everybody sort of an overview of where Brawl was at as a format, and encourage you to go play it. We'll see you guys next time. Until then, stay janky.